Welcome back. Felician Community Services is a newly established nonprofit, and here with more details is Carrie and Miranda. Thanks so much for coming in, ladies.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get into it. Tell us about Felician Community Services and why this program was created.
Sure. Felician Community Services is a newly established organization that aims to help people that are in need living in East Buffalo and Cheektowaga.
Let's get more into your mission and what you're trying to do.
Sure. So even though Felician Community Services name has only existed for the last 6 months, our Sister Mary Josette Food Pantry has been operating for about 40 years. We also have the Villa Maria Youth Program, which partners with Union East Elementary School, and we provide remedial homework help for students. So recently, when Felician Community Services came about, we took on those 2 programs and added additional programs to support our community. So currently we have a free clothing closet, our Wear and Share clothing closet. We have a pet pantry in partnership with Western New York Food for Paws. We have multiple birthday programs with For Goodness Cakes and Happy Birthday Cha Cha Cha, and a Felician Community Services holiday program that we just had the inaugural year back in December, supporting 63 children at that time. So.
Yeah, this 6 months is when you've only been around officially, but you've already had such an amazing impact. I got to learn a little about you at the Trusted Gives Passport to Passabilities Gala, and you were one of the beneficiaries of the organizations benefiting from the money that we raised that night. And I was blown away at the work and accomplishments that you've been able to have. Do you want to talk about some of them?
Absolutely. So we're serving approximately 1,000 people every single month.
Wow.
And the numbers keep rising. In 2023, we are serving approximately 2,900 individuals, and now, and this number keeps rising, it's about 9,000 individuals a year.
Yeah.
So it's on a crazy impact. And not only that, our clothing closet is really making some huge waves in our community.
Yeah, let's get into that clothing closet. Tell us about it, how it works, and how people can support or benefit from it.
Absolutely. So our guests, they come in every 2 weeks, and every time they come, they can take 15 items of clothing. So it's about 30 items a month.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Since we opened about 6 months ago, we've given out almost 8,000 items of clothing.
Wow. That is amazing. Where do you get your donations from?
Yeah.
How are you able to provide this?
Yeah, so we're very fortunate. We kept the name Wear and Share because it was an organization that existed in Clarence that collected mostly children's clothing at the time. Carrie Howell, who is the founder of that, actually dissolved her organization and gave us everything, which was such a blessing to us to start off with a massive amount of clothing. However, as Miranda shared, much of the clothing goes out the door that comes in. So we reach out to community partners as well as just putting stuff on our Facebook page when we're looking for specific sizing, and people can drop it off to us during our operational hours.
Amazing. Let's talk about where you're located.
Sure, we're located on the Villa Maria College campus. So it's really on the border of East Buffalo and Cheektowaga.
And the pantry seems to be kind of where it all started. Tell us more about it, how that works, and,
Sure.
and what your needs are.
Yeah, so Sister Mary Josette started the food pantry in 1986. Actually, she saw a story on the news about food insecurity on college campuses. And so she started the food pantry primarily at the time to support students at Villa Maria College. Over the years, it has grown to include the community. And so again, the growth that Miranda shared before is we've tripled our numbers in the last year. So we are fortunate to have a partnership with Feed More of Western New York. We are a partner agency of them, and that's where we get, I would say, the majority of our food donations. However, we do work with some community partners, schools on food drives, and always are looking for items to come in to help us. So we take non-perishable as well as perishable. We do have refrigeration and freezer, which is nice. And again, everything that comes in goes out so quickly that we get really excited in the beginning of the week, but then by the end of the week, our shelves are very bare, and we always just struggle to figure out, are we going to make it another week?
Yeah. And the rise in the need keeps going. And unfortunately, with rising food prices and inflation and everything that's happening in our economy right now, you're going to see more people. So how can our viewers really support your mission?
Getting involved. You can volunteer, you can donate, you can come say hi. at our organization, it's not just about how we're serving people, it's the relationships that we're building, and not just with our partners, but with the guests themselves. And I think when you're there, you really feel that. So step a foot in the door and you'll feel at home. So I think getting involved in donations, of course, would be lovely.
And really quickly, when are you open?
Our service hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
However, we are open to receive donations from the community Monday through Thursday. We're on site from about 9 o'clock in the morning until about 4:30 in the afternoon.
Alrighty. Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming in and sharing
Thank you.
more about what you do. And viewers, if you'd like to learn more about the resources offered by Felician Community Services or support their efforts through donations, you can visit hopeboundministries.org/support FCS or connect with them on social media. Thanks again for coming in, ladies.
Thanks, Chelsea.